you all for taking the time to attend our spring quarterly meeting. And thank you, West Hill Community Center, for hosting us today. You guys probably already got food and drinks, but if you do need more food and drinks, we do have some outside. There's also waters. And then the restroom is where?
Right there.
Around the corner. I haven't went there yet, so I don't know where it's at. You guys don't know who we are West Hill Community Association. We are an all volunteer nonprofit serving this unincorporated King County Skyway West Hill neighborhood. We've been here since 1991, our 32nd anniversary?
35th.
35th anniversary is this upcoming June, which is cool. We'll figure out what we want to do to celebrate that. I want to thank our team and supporters for helping us get this all going. West Hill board members are here. Please raise your hand. Joel, Raul, Devin.
And volunteers?
And volunteers. Thank you. And then any donors in the house?
Okay, we can help fix that.
We can help fix that. So if you can donate to us on mywesthill.org. You do also get company match. If you have a company that does match with us, that'll be great too. I want to also, we already talked about our hosts. So ground rules before feature presentation tonight, we'll start with a 5-minute or 3-minute if you have more than 10 reports of community reports. If your organization is not on the agenda, please let us know right away. To keep things moving, we only can take 1 or 2 quick questions for each, but we'll try to post questions. Everyone's contact info for any questions so that don't get asked. Speakers, when the timer, where's the timer at? Right there. Joel has a timer. Turns yellow. Please finish your remarks within 30 seconds. I know people like to talk. Just a few more updates before we turn over the mic. Our upcoming events. We do have a couple things. Our monthly board meeting is coming up on the May 13th, which it's every second Wednesday of the month over at the King County Fire District 20 Admin Building. There is also a couple other events that are going on, one of which is Juneteenth on June 13th at Campbell Hill Elementary, hosted by Dare to Be, Abraham School District from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. And there's other events that will be spoken about later on today. So we're going to get started. So first is going to be King County Sheriff Office.
All right.
Sergeant Earl Scott.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Paul Francis, your Community Service Officer. I think you all know me. I am going to cede my time to Sergeant Earl Surratt, who is here.
Good evening now? Yeah, good evening. I'm sorry, I work graveyard, so my time schedule's a little off. Can you guys hear me okay? Yes. Okay, so I'm Sergeant Earl Surratt. I've been in law enforcement for about 21 years. I got promoted to sergeant this last October, and my assignment is here at Skyway and White Center and Vashon. So I think we only have, 3 minutes you said? 3 to 5 minutes, okay. So just a couple things on the agenda for you guys if you may have questions. We're working to organize a coffee with a cop here in Skyway. So it gives you guys a chance to sit one-on-one with the cop, get to know them and connect with them. Our command staff will be there as well, so you can connect with some of those guys.
Where's the coffee at?
They're still organizing it.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be in the next few months that that's going to happen. So Paul will be able to get back to you on that one. So something for you guys to look out for your family members as well. There's been a huge increase in scams. Some of those scams are coming through text messages now too, not just emails anymore. It's regarding unpaid toll fees, parking fees, regarding jury duty summons, that sort of thing. So the sheriff's office is also going to organize a meeting on that to help educate people on that subject and how to avoid it and how to deal with it. And then also what to do if you find someone that you know actually falls for one of those scams. And if you go on vacation, many of you may not know, we actually do free house checks. So Paul can get you connected with a form that you fill out and the dates and times that you're going to be gone and how many times you want the house to be checked. And when deputies have some free time, they'll drive by your house and get out and walk around and make sure everything's secure and hasn't been broken into. They usually, I think on that form, just one of the things, they usually want to have some kind of contact information for someone locally that can help if something does happen. And if you guys want to prepare to take down the phone number, I can give you guys our non-emergency number if you guys can't get a hold of one of the deputies. It is 206-296-3311. The thing that I don't have on the notes I want to talk about is Deputy Singh, who just stepped out for a second. He is one of our traffic deputies. So our precinct major, Major Hamill, saw a need for more traffic enforcement and decided to make two of our deputies dedicated traffic enforcement. So Deputy Singh takes the evening shift. So you may see him up here in Skyway. He's also one of our, he's our Deputy of the Year for this last year.
Woo!
So, very accomplished young man. He's doing very well up here. So if you're a speeder or a drunk driver, you don't want to meet him. But if you're one of the community members that like those things getting taken care of, then he definitely appreciates attention. So, yeah. So he has a twin that works for the sheriff's office also. And so it looks exactly like him too. Same uniform and everything, just a different first letter. So, but this is Deputy Singh. He probably has the highest stats for DUI arrests. He hands out a lot of traffic citations. I know a lot of people have noticed a lot of abandoned vehicles and stuff like that in Skyway and other areas around incorporated King County. He's one of the guys that takes care of that as well. So, and the main reason I wanted to show him to you guys is just so you get to know some of the deputies that patrol this area. And also to let you know that, you know, we are out there trying to make it safer for you. We have guys dedicated to that. I did have some crime stats for you for the Skyway here, but I didn't print it out, and I can't get to work on my cell phone, so I can see maybe Paul if we have time how much left.
Oh, you're out of time.
Oh, I'm out of time. Okay, so thank you very much. We're gonna stick around so if you guys have questions.
Yeah, we can post it online too.
Okay, yeah, we can see about that.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Sergeant Surratt and Deputy Singh. Next up is King County Local Services with Leon and team.
I gotta stand on the X.
Stay in between the lines.
All right, all right.
Back and forth.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to be here. For those of you that I haven't met yet, my name is Leon Richardson. I'm the director of the Department of Local Services, and we are your local government for unincorporated King County. With me today, just to point out some folks, I got Lydia, who is one of our roads division leaders. I got Clem in the back, who's one of our community service area liaisons. And I got Mark Rowe, who's our permitting division director. So if you have any questions in those spaces, like those are the people to.
Can these three jump up here real quick to get on camera?
Oh yeah. They can
Let's see your
absolutely
faces.
jump up here and get on camera real quick.
Let's do some names and faces together.
Yes, absolutely. We are your local government. We are here for you. If you have questions, again, this is Clem. Wave Clem. This is Lydia from our Road Services Division. And you got to get in between the red lines, Mark, if people are going to see that. This is Mark, our Permitting Division Director. And so this group of people that are here today, if you have any questions, please grab them and they can either answer them or figure out the answer and follow up. One of the things that I especially wanted to share is we worked out a deal with Camp CL on Vashon Island to send kiddos to camp free of charge. And so we have I want to say somewhere between 40 to 50 scholarships remaining. It's a 1 week overnight camp. I think the grades are 1st through 10th, and we're scrambling to get these slots filled. They start the end of June and I think go all the way through the beginning of August. And so if you have kiddos that want to go to camp or know a place for us to engage that get people to sign up, please let us know. Clem's a good point of contact for that. I heard you say 1 or 2 questions. I see you still checking the light. We're still green. Happy to answer if there's any questions that folks have for the Department of Local Services.
Age group for the camp, and what's your email address we can share out right now?
Grades 1 through 10.
Okay.
And it's 1 week.
It's a 1-week overnight camp on Vashon Island. Their kids drop off will be at the pier in Seattle. They'll take a boat over to the island, so all of that's paid for. Overnight's paid for. They just need to bring like a sleeping bag and all of that.
Cool. How do they contact you?
CL Benton BENTON at kingcounty.gov.
CLBENTON
At
King.
kingcounty.gov.
Got it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Yes,
Can we get one of those flyers to the library?
absolutely.
Yeah.
And that, oh, sorry. Playgrounds and park spaces. That's parks, but yes, we can help facilitate, yes. And that was our theme music that we were off. So thanks for your time, and we're around, so feel free to come up to us and ask questions.
All right, thank you guys so much for coming up, King County Local Services. Next up is King County Parks with Darlene Sellers.
Thanks for having us. Hi, everybody. How's it going?
Hey.
We are very excited to welcome everybody back to this King County Park space. If anybody's interested in the history of this location, we'd love to tell it to you. But basically, Ron Sims, everybody remember Ron Sims?
Yeah.
Wanted a community center in Skyway back in the late 90s. We had a teen program here. We had playground programs we were running out of the elementary schools. And so Ron Sims put it together, and Parks and the Renton School District partnered at that time to build this building here on school district land. And the deal at the time, and this was kind of revolutionary for back then, was that Parks would own the building, the school district would have the land, Parks would manage the space for 30 years, and then it would transfer to the school district. So we started in 1998 with a very robust teen program. Unfortunately, major budget issues around 2000. Parks came off current expense. We kind of had a big sale. Everything had to go. We gave away pools. We gave away community centers. We gave away parks. And the idea was that we wanted to find somebody that could at least keep the space open and provide programs. So the Boys and Girls Club stepped in and did that for close to 20 years. They did leave a little while back. We went to the school district, said, would you like the building early? They said, no, we're good. And we said, okay, well, this is a rare opportunity for us to return. And this incredible team here has been running teen programs, summer sack lunch programs, and a youth training program for the last 3 years here in Skyway. We said, great, we're gonna make use of this space. So for the next couple of years, we'll be running our programs out of this building, and then we'll see what happens next. But that was a long introduction to say I am thrilled to present to you Vanna and Santi and Michael, and they have a little teaser for some upcoming summer programs. Well, that was a lot. Okay, I'll step over here.
From July 20th, I believe, to August 30th, I want to say, we're going to be offering a free summer sack lunch program. So from ages 18 and under, we'll be handing out. This is our this is our amazing team. So from ages 18 and under, we'll be handing out free summer sack lunch. From 12 to 2 o'clock, it's about the window range. Okay, there we go. It'll be located here at West Hill Community Center from those dates. And it won't just be free food, it'll also be fun activities, recreational things, as well as like arts and crafts and snacks, and just all around be a good time. And excited, that's likely.
Wait, should I go back?
Yep, please.
Okay.
Sorry, we did practice, I swear.
My apologies.
You guys are doing great.
So we also, after the free summer snack program, we also, after that, we also do the teen center, ages 12 to 19. We do have sports like basketball, football, hockey, basketball again.
We do
And
a
then
lot
we
of
do,
basketball.
yes, we do. And then we have games with the teens and arts and crafts, and then we take a field trip down to Skyway Park. It's Tuesday to Friday, and we'll be here during the summertime.
Yeah, next slide. And I mentioned we have a youth employment program, so one of our recades came out today. So this is Santi. Actually, if you could give it up for Santi. He came in. To talk to you a little bit about his experience as a recade.
Last summer was my first summer working here at King County and at this specific building. And I was gonna talk about how like this job was a great opportunity for me to gain experience. And since this is actually my first job I've ever worked and I actually applied for, and starting off young is pretty important when you want to get jobs and experience. It was a great experience for me. It was great for me to learn how to talk to people like my age and older in an environment that wasn't just school. I was talking to people not just teachers and stuff like that. It was also just an opportunity for me to just learn to deal with kids, talk with kids and younger than me, around 10 and younger, and having to just play with them and having to entertain them. And it was just a great opportunity for me to learn how to work.
I know we're out of time, so we can just blast through these last couple of slides. A little bit about the job duties, but we do have a handout if anybody has a 16-year-old that would like to apply. It does open up on April 24th and will close on May 15th. We can go ahead and go through the next one. June 24th through August 22nd, 15 to 20 hours a week. Here's the big part, $22 an hour. You do need to be 16 years old. And then I think we have one more slide. That's just where you can find us on Facebook, on Instagram, on the YouTube. Like I mentioned, we do have flyers about the position. And then we'll also give a shout out. We have an incredible volunteer program with King County Parks. They have a phenomenal youth conservation corps. They have 2 cohorts, one's in White Center and one's right here. They operate out of this building. That position is currently open. They need to be 15 years old and entering grades 10 through 12. So if you have young people looking for jobs, we have jobs. I think that's more than our time.
Oh, my bad. There you go.
Yep.
Sorry.
And then we are thrilled to introduce one of our partners, Mr. Tom Watson, to talk about the incredible repair events that he and his team put together. Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to have our 100th repair event in our repair events program right here 2 weeks from Saturday. These repair events, we do them all over King County. I work for Solid Waste Division. I'm in the same department as Darlene and these great folks who have been inviting us to have events. Who have been inviting us to have events at the White Center Log Cabin, White Center Fieldhouse at Steve Cox Park for years. And we've had repair events at the Skyway Library hosted by Melissa. We had one most recently last year. And so we have a crew at these repair events, 3-hour events. We have skilled volunteer general fixers and sewing fixers. And you can bring in anything, first come, first serve for your first item, and they will try to bring it back to life. And we work on, often we work on like 60 or 70 different things. Small furniture, chairs and tables, as long as they're small, as long as you can carry it in, and nothing with gasoline. But we'll work on all kinds of stuff, and I hope you can stop by. We also have a repair event next week during the week at Tukwila Community Center. But this one here is going to be great in this beautiful space here. And my props are the 2 things that we work on the most at these repair events. And I think I said that this will be our 100th. So we started in 2016. But the 2 items that we work on most commonly are pants and lamps. And so last week we were at the Covington Library. We worked on 14 pairs of pants, jeans and pants, and then all kinds of different lamps, but all kinds of other stuff, really weird stuff sometimes that comes in that I maybe never even heard of before. So any questions about the repair van?
Did you tailor a suit?
No, we don't do alterations, and we can't. We just don't have time, and our King County website has a list of repair businesses for alterations and things like that, and so we can't do things like that. But anything smaller than that, I mean, some minor alterations, we can do some hemming and things like that. But yes.
I was wondering, do you do electronics?
Yes, all kinds of electronics. And we can't, there's no guarantees, of course, but we work on a lot of things like that. Thank you all, and hope to see you there in a couple weeks.
All right, thank you so much, Tom. All right, so next up is King County Department of Community and Health Services. Idabelle.
Wait, Joanna?
Oh, Joanna, my bad. So Joanna's next. Sorry, King County DRP Water and Land Resources. Sorry about that.
Hey everybody, I think I caught most of you on the way in. My name's Joanna. I'm the Urban Forestry Program Manager. We have some trees that are available for any residents that live in Skyway. If you happen to have space on a property where you live, if you're a renter and you have permission from the property owner, you can plant a tree. Or if you know a neighbor or something that might be interested, please come see me. I'll also be out on Saturday at the work party at Skyway Park. So, you know, if you need to go home and think about it or ask somebody in your family if it's okay, I'll be out there as well. And then just really quick, I wanted to give you an update that we are going to be doing, we're starting a canopy cover assessment for all the urban unincorporated areas of King County. So we'll be getting some really good information about where we have canopy in Skyway, also like private versus public, school grounds and roads and all the different places that trees show up in our community, so we can get a good idea about where we have canopy and where we're lacking and where we need it most. And we'll be bringing that information back to you all so you can take a look at it and give us some feedback and input on how you want to see this program serve your community. So catch me on the way out if you're interested in a tree or just want a flyer if you want to pass one out to a neighbor. So
Are there more trees than the ones that you have out
there are a few more. And these are also the, we started the tree giveaway in the fall. And these are some of the leftovers that we're trying to find homes for before the summer hits. So we do want you to plant them like in the next month or two. We've been doing this for 2 years in Skyway. We're moving the program to White Center next year. And we'll be back probably in like 27 or 2028. So if you don't get it this round, we'll definitely be coming back around and offering more variety as well in the coming years.
Are there any fruit trees?
We had some fruit trees in the fall, but those go really fast. Everybody wants fruit trees, so I'm making a note that we should have more fruit trees for folks. So we had some apples and plums this year, but they've all been, they've all found homes. Yeah.
Joanna, you also look at the public areas like the boulevard and the parking lots?
So these trees are, because of the funding source, are designed for private property, but the program as a whole, yes, is looking at opportunities in our parks and other open space. We also have started some conversations with our roads department, thinking about where we might be able to pilot some street tree planting opportunities. So, yeah, all of that's things that we're talking about. Any other questions? Okay, thanks.
All right, thank you, Joanna. All right, so next is it Idabelle? Idabelle with King County Department of Community and Human Services.
Hi, everybody. I am here tonight to talk to you a little bit about the Crisis Care Centers levy that came out in April 2023. And the voters passed that initiative overwhelmingly. And in the last year, we started collecting money in 2023. We opened the first crisis care center in King County in Kirkland last year. This past year, we were also able to purchase a building in Capitol Hill to open another crisis care center. And we are just getting up and running in the South End for a crisis care center that will be run by Multicare. And so I just wanted to come and tell you all about the crisis care centers and what we're doing. If anyone is having a mental health crisis or a substance use crisis, they are able to go to the crisis care center and get help. You don't need to have insurance. You don't need to have any sort of ID or immigration paperwork or anything. And anyone can get services at the crisis care centers. And we will be opening one by 2028 for youth, and that will serve youth across the entire county. And then we also are currently trying to find an operator on the east side for another crisis care center. So there will be several of them throughout the county. You can access services at any of the sites, and you can absolutely go talk to somebody, get help, get medication, whatever you need, and I'm happy to take any questions.
Are you registered with 211 with people?
Yes. And we're also working with 988 to make sure that if somebody calls 988, we have been able to put in more mental health providers there so that people can get that kind of help when they need it. And 988 is also working with our mobile crisis teams. So we've been able to add more mobile crisis teams for both youth and adults throughout the county.
Do you have a center nearby? Like, I mean, where's your center located? Where will be located?
The first one is in Kirkland. Yeah. And then there'll be one in Capitol Hill opening probably the middle of 2027. And then we don't know where the one in the South End will be, and it has not yet been, a building has not yet been identified. Great. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Ida Bell. So next up is Saeed Mohammed, right? With Councilmember Rhonda Lewis' office.
Hi everyone, my name is Saeed Mahmoud and I work for King County Councilmember Rhonda Lewis doing external affairs work. Councilmember Lewis was appointed to the King County Council to serve a one-year term which will be ending sometime in November. She's the first Black woman to serve on the King County Council. Our office is currently in the middle of a district-wide listening tour, going around to organizations and leaders in our district and meeting with them in hopes that we can build a stronger connection from the community to the District 2 seat so that whoever comes after Councilmember Lewis already has a roadmap or an established relationship. So sowing those seeds so that we can continuing to build on the relationships that we have right here in Skyway and the district abroad, just so that they can be aware of concerns, ideas, questions going forward. With that said, West Hill is in our district, and I'm hoping that today I can at least introduce myself and put a face to the name and be a point of contact to the council, and meeting you all, of course. One thing that I did also want to share today, if we're able to maybe flip the next slide. I was asked to share this from the city of Tukwila. So the city of Tukwila is hosting an advocacy meeting on April 30th at the Museum of Light to provide a forum for community members to discuss the Sound Transit Boeing Access Road Light Rail Station, which is currently at risk of being deferred amidst financial constraints at the agency. The Boeing Access Road Station would help serve constituents and residents here in Skyway, one of which being that it is located about 10-minute drive from here, and that it's slated to have over 300 or about 300 slots of parking. So it is definitely in our council members' interest that we would like to see that the Boeing infill station not be deferred. So if you have any questions or concerns, please find me after this meeting, or please do attend the advocacy meeting on April 30th. And that's all for me.
Will they take like this written,
Public comment?
yes?
Yes, for the Sound Transit Board meeting, they will take written public comment, and I'm happy to point you to who you should send those comments to.
All right, thank you so much, Aid. Next up is Ayana Brown.
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So my name is Ayana Brown. I am the co-founder and executive director of the Elijah Brown Foundation. Just before I go in this field, is there anybody in the room who does not know about the foundation or who Elijah was? Okay. In 2010, 12-year-old Elijah Brown went to Walmart, bought a pair of football cleats, was on his way home. He got off at the bus stop at MLK on 129th and never made it home. He was shot and killed on purpose, but in the case of mistaken identity. About half a block away, I don't remember the name of the townhouses that are right there, but there's at this little weird four-way stop, there's a shootout between the Bloods and the Crips, and in that altercation, one of the Bloods was shot. So, bang, bang, shoot 'em up, everybody was involved, all fled the scene. The guy who killed Elijah One is a Blood. And Elijah One gets off the bus, happens to be wearing a blue jacket, and the guy is ticked off about his friend that just got shot. So for retaliation and to send a message to the Crips, he put a .38 slug in Elijah One. That is my baby. Elijah One is my child. And so April the 29th is the anniversary of his passing. And during that time, Skyway became our extended family. And so instead of the traditional sad prayer vigil, we have a community family reunion. So y'all know family reunion, that equals food too, right? So there's there's food, there's live DJ, there's raffle prizes, there's games, and we've been doing that since 2012. We lost him in 2010. The foundation started in 2012 after his killer's trial. So we were, something good had to come out of that. And so here we are, we're doing this. And so in 2021, so of course 2020, the world shut down. When we came back in 2021, that is when the vaccines were available. And right about maybe this week or last week at that time, that's when they had just lowered the age to 16 to get the vaccines. And so what we did for his reunion was we hosted the first public vaccine clinic here in Skyway. And so, and we had a bunch of other different community resources there with us, and that model just seemed to fit. So we've had everything from Child Haven and diapers to wig to car seats, bystander first aid, CPR training, you name it. We've had some of everything, and so since that seems to work, and our community and our community family members are getting access to more of those resources, we kind of kept that model, and so we'll be doing that again. And It's always April the 29th. It doesn't matter what day of the week it falls on. That's when we're having it. And there's also a moment of silence at 6:01 because that's the time. So we have a moment of silence at 6:01, and that is not all that we do. We have Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving Day. We partner with Renton School District, and they let us use Tally High School. So on Thanksgiving Day, we're there with a community meal. This will be my first time publicly announcing this, but we've also done Elijah One's Bridge Shop at the Cop. And I don't publicly announce that because I'm pretty picky about who. Everything else is for everybody, but the Shop at the Cop, that's for Skyway kids. And so I reach out to our 3 elementary schools and Dimmitt, and I work with the family liaisons there, and that's where we get the referral for the kids. And so we go to Renton Walmart, King County Sheriff's Office, Sheriff's Department is there, and the kids and the deputies, they go shopping. We partner with King County Fire District 20. I gotta talk fast because my yellow light is on. Fire District 20, during their health and safety fair, we're giving out backpacks and school supplies. We do that every year. And so that's who we are, that's what we do. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. All right, so next up is Karina with Public Health in King County.
Hi, everyone. There's no smooth transition between the last speaker and talking about septic systems. My name is Karina Marotte. I'm the Equitable Wastewater Futures Program Manager. Yeah. Next slide, please. So I'm aware that there are many residents in Skyway that are still on septic systems. So I thought we'd bring this information to you about how to maintain and keep your septic system going until sewer hopefully eventually gets to your properties. So basically just have regular inspections, have it pumped actually the inspections will help determine when your next pump out is required. But usually it's every 5 or so years. And then also just bear in mind that when you have your septic system inspected, that the maintainers can often perform simple repairs that can save you money in the long run. So in just some everyday habits, just put only the 4 Ps in or down your drains or in your toilets, and keep grease, coffee grounds, and all that kind of stuff out. And then just if you have a garbage disposal, make sure that you don't use it to scrape your leftovers and stuff down there. Use your trash can for that. Next slide, please. Okay, and then if you do have an opportunity to connect to sewer, that's great, because older septic systems, 30 years and older, and I know there's a lot of older septic systems in this community, are at higher risk for failure. And in urban areas, which this is, it's unincorporated, but it's still urban, homeowners are required to connect to municipal sewer if it's available. And connection is very expensive. We are well aware of that. So if you can coordinate with your neighbors, that can be very helpful. Certainly coordinate with the sewer utility. I'm aware that Cynthia Lamoth often presents at these meetings. I work pretty closely with her.
Yes, Cynthia.
Yeah, Cynthia. And could you play this video for me?
Loud it's good.
It's a 1-minute video, so.
I love my home. I've been living in Kent for nearly 20 years. But last year, my family had a real crisis when our septic system failed.
Dad, the toilet is backing up!
Putting in a new septic system is expensive, but so is connecting our house to the city sewer. How am I supposed to pay for this on top of everything else?
The toilet is backing up again.
I was relieved to hear about financial assistance from my neighbor. You got help from King County?
Yeah, it didn't cover the entire cost, but it helped a lot.
I called the King County Health Department. They helped me find financial support to connect to the sewer system.
No more backups.
Now that we're connected to the sewer, I was able to put in a room above the garage and rent it out.
Nice. Hello, King County Septic System Program. How can I help you?
So this was a big communication tool that we just released. There's information in this QR code, and I also put some flyers about the septic rebate, the inspection rebate program up on the counter, and some other information. So that is all I have. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Karina. Next up is Melissa with Skyway Library.
Good evening. I'm the teen adult librarian at the Skyway Library. I have a pretty long slideshow, but I just click through it and we'll be good. The things I like to feature are we have tutoring that is free. Well, everything is free at the libraries. Tutoring, we have reading buddies. We have a book group. We have programs, we have art programs, we have gardening programs every month. If there's anything that you wish that we had, you call me and I find the person to do it. We had an estate planning program, a couple of those, so I'm going to probably do one of those or two of those every year. And we have tech help, so this is open. This you call for appointments, and actually we've added another hour, so we have 2:30. And so call that day, call on a Tuesday, and say that you want to come in and talk to our tech person. You can just keep. Okay. And then coming up in the summer, we have Tuesday afternoons. We're going to have programs, art programs for youth and teens. I'm doing a teen art program here this summer. We did it last year. It was great. And if you ever want to know what we're doing, call any library or go to our website. You can drop down from the catalog to events, put in Skyway, and you'll see everything that we're doing that day. So, family story times, Kaleidoscope Play and Learn are for our kids. We have a friends group that pays for our programs, so those are the books that you see that we sell for a couple dollars. And okay. These are our weekly or monthly programs, and then I think the next. We have a resource fair every second Wednesday. We have a book group. One of our members is here tonight, and then this is kind of the highlights for this summer. We're going to have a parent and toddler yoga program every Monday in June. We always have our math programs once a month that is every age. And we have our summer programs those are specific dates, and then every Tuesday we'll have the different things. So, and yoga again in the fall for adults. All right, any questions? Do you know where to find me? Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Melissa. Next up is Paula and Liz Callahan with Lake Ridge Garden Club.
Hey everybody, I'm Liz Callahan with the Lake Ridge Garden Club. We started in 1944, and primarily the Garden Club maintains the entrance to Lake Ridge Drive off of Rainier Avenue, puts up wreaths and holiday decorations is the word for that. And we also do educational programs. We're really looking to build our membership and do outreach in the community. So I'm very optimistic that I have some sign-up sheets here in case anybody just wants to connect, hear more. And in the event, you might be a source of some volunteer help, because we are hosting a plant sale at the Bryn Mawr Methodist Church Saturday, May 16th. There will be vegetable starts, strawberry plants, bedding plants, ground covers, oddball stuff. cards, garden art, etc. Come on down. Oh, bake sale. It runs 10 to 2. And I've got a couple flyers here. Melissa at the library has been a great partner with us to always post our events. Thank you, Melissa! With these flyers, if you have a spot to post something in your building, office, church, etc., I'd be more than happy to pass these out to folks. And I will pass the clipboard in a little bit. But the thing we are looking for in terms of volunteers, if anybody has any ideas, is we're a relatively graybeard sort of group, if I could say that. Some of us have a little snow on the roof, and the act of setting up our plant sale tables and canopies and so forth can be a little overwhelming, and then we go work the sale for the whole day, and then we tear it down. So if anybody has any high school student volunteers who might be of use or need some volunteer hours or something like that, we'd love to be able to get a couple of set of hands. So you can easily, again, connect with me. I'll pass this around. And that's the garden club. And I'm still green on the time. So that was Saturday, May 16th. The sale is 10 to 2 at the Bryn Mawr Methodist Church on 116th. All right. Okay, I'm ready to change hats to the next slide. Hi, I'm Liz Callahan, here with the Renton Airport Advisory Committee. So, I got named to the advisory committee by the mayor of Renton. I'm on a 3 or 4 year, I think, or maybe it's endless term, representing the West Hill neighborhoods on the advisory committee. So there are about 14 different neighborhoods that get represented on this committee, alongside of all the various operators at the airport, the flight schools, the FBOs, the various little private businesses that are there, and everybody's a stakeholder in the way the airport operates. So the RAC meets 4 times a year for a little over an hour. It's one of my best volunteer gigs I actually have. And we're working on we give guidance to the airport staff about community interests in how the airport operates. And I share out updates about how the airport operates to the community. Right now, I post those in a couple of Facebook groups. But again, I have a sign-up sheet where if you particularly or your group wants to know what's going on with the airport, I'd be happy to share my meeting notes with you. Our next meeting is on, it's a Tuesday, I believe it's the 12th of May. And one of the big things we're going to be talking about at that meeting is the impact of more private jets landing at the airport with the upcoming FIFA, the intended or the expected FIFA traffic of people bringing their planes in to watch the matches here in the Seattle area. And that runs, I think, about 4 or 5 weeks from June into early July. And so we're going to be talking as a committee about just like what that impact looks like, if there's any special awareness for residents. But the bulk of the things I work on have to do with noise issues and things that really impact the community overall. It's really been a great experience. We've had a bunch of the people who operate at the airport, including the King County Sheriff's Office Helicopter Division. The search and rescue team presented. It was fascinating and really helpful to understand that. And I've really tried to use my skill of copious note-taking to share everything I hear and be able to answer questions for people. So hit me up if there's something that's on your mind about the airport or the garden club, and more than happy to cover that. And I will. I'm just going to hand out this clipboard, and I'm going to start over here, and it can just be passed around. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Liz. All right. So next up is Margie. Let's go with BFW host.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm Margie Lindberg. I am the president of the auxiliary at the Skyway VFW. VFW stands for Veterans of Foreign Wars. I do have applications for veterans who have been in combat situations, and then family members, men and women. It's no longer the ladies, men and women, for the auxiliary to help support our veterans. And this, all right, I'm really proud of this. So get your phone out and take a picture of this. That will take you to our newsletter. It looks like this, newsletter. There are several pages. Most of the pages, I think there's 21 pages, but most of them are pictures. If you scroll down, we do a lot of things with the community. You'll also find at the very bottom our calendar. We have every Thursday hamburgers. Oh, you know, there was a rumor going around that you had to be a member. You do not have to be a member. Anybody can come to the post. Just stop and see one of the members and ask them to sign you in. And then if you have any questions, please do. Hamburgers, $7. Every Friday night, we have a $6 light dinner. And if enough people show up, then we have games. This Saturday, we're having we got a motorcycle group too now. Well, all right, not a motorcycle group, a motorcycle riders club. We have to be careful about that because there's a distinction if you know anything about the VFW and the national organization. But they are putting on a dinner this Saturday, and Randy Lynch is a performer. He will be performing between 6:30 and 9:30 with dancing. We have a breakfast almost every Sunday from 9 to 11. This Sunday, on the 26th, we'll be supporting, it's $6 for a pancake breakfast. We'll support exclusively the 3 schools on this hill, the 3 elementary schools that we do to have the Christmas parties with. Look at the pictures at the QR code, and you'll get a good look at that. A lot of things are coming up. I want to work with some of the other community members. We're hoping to plan something big for the 4th of July. And so, any questions, really quick?
Time for the breakfast.
Well, the breakfast, 9 to 11. Breakfasts are always 9 to 11. So when you look on the sheet, you see it. The riders, they had their breakfast. They do a $10 omelet. Normally breakfasts are $10. The rider's omelet is a custom omelet. They make it fresh right there for you. You get to pick what you want. The other breakfasts are, pretty standard. Pancakes. Sometimes we do breakfast casseroles. And did anybody here have their family or friends and the kids come to our Easter party? Holy cow, if you thought Halloween was packed, it was fantastic. I think we had probably just children, not all the families that they brought with them, I'd say probably around 300 people, 300 kids. We thought we were going to run out of Easter eggs. So we'll talk about that again later. And when's the next July. Oh, it'll be after. It'll be after the 4th of July. So watch, because we are hoping at the VFW to come up with something really big, really special for the 250th birthday of the United States. So thank you very much. Right.
Thank you, Greg. The semi-quincentennial?
Yes.
All right, thank you, Margie. Anyone else need to speak before I do any written reports? All right, so first written report is there we go. King County Fire District 20. From Chief Eric Hicks, over the past month, our crews have responded to 2 tragic incidents involving gun violence in the community. These calls are always difficult and serve as a reminder of the importance of strong partnerships between public safety agencies and the community we serve. On April 14, 2026, crews also responded to a fire at the Green Tree Apartments. There were no injuries reported and no residents were displaced. The cause of the fire is currently under investigation by the King County Sheriff's Fire Investigation Unit. On a positive note, we can continue to focus on community preparedness and outreach. Our emergency preparedness classes have been well attended and we encourage residents to participate. Our next class is scheduled for May 5th, and is there an attached flyer? No, there's not. There is a flyer with details that we will share. We are also expanding our CPR training efforts, and we plan to begin offering CPR classes on a quarterly basis to better equip community members with life-saving skills. So that is from the chief, and then I have another one from Khadija on my phone. Did we get to Khadijah's as well?
Khadijah's is just a video.
Oh, Khadijah's is a video, so let's see what's next. Nope, keep going. Oh, Lake Ridge, PTA. So, Lake Ridge is having a fundraiser, which is a flower fundraiser, and they are selling flower bowls for $25 and hanging baskets for $40. It sounds like they are very, very close to hitting their goal. So if you guys want a flower basket or a flower bowl, you can scan the QR code, or there's some flyers at front that you can put your order in.
I got the flyer for Chief, if you go back one. Right there.
There is the flyer for Chief.
May 5th.
And that is on May 5th.
Register at the QR code.
And register the QR code, and
king20fire.org.
there it is. Next, we have the community van, and she has a video, so go ahead and play that video.
Oh, where's the video? Did it get deleted? Oh, we had a video. Go ahead to the next one.
We had a video, we'll look for it. Sorry, this is the last minute ones. Nurturing Roots from Naima. So here is her report. I am overjoyed to share the incredible energy and love still radiating from the ribbon cutting at the Black Panther Park this past Sunday. This moment wasn't just a formal opening, it was a testament of our collective strength as grassroots organizers. We created a space where joy, history, and community can flourish. Thank you to everyone who joined us, who dreamed with us, and who continues to build this legacy. More updates are on the way. I'm so sorry I couldn't make it. They're in person today. Looking forward to joining with you in the next meeting.
Who all went to the ribbon cutting or has been to the park yet? Have you seen that park?
The park is nice.
It is nice.
They do have a book exchange there. You can just drop off some books, take some new ones, and then they also do have a pantry. So community pantry there.
And if you go back, oh, there we are. Yep.
Here's the video.
King County Parks has spent the past couple years getting feedback from the public on Trailhead Direct and a variety of other engagement efforts focused on equitable, safe access to the outdoors. Based on what we heard from the community, we're expanding our Transit to Nature partnership with King County Metro, the Wilderness Society, and ECOS to promote community van as an affordable, flexible option for groups looking to get out into nature and beyond.
We don't have like those nice speakers, sorry.
learn more about the Transit to Nature partnership between King County Parks, King County Metro, ECOS, and the Wilderness Society, and get started with Community Van today.
Thank you, Khadija, for sending that over. All right, so that's all the community reports. And next up is Nick Menzel with WashStop.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm Nick Menzel. I'm a complete streets engineer with WashDOT. I've presented a couple of times. And I wanted to share a little update for our SR 900 MLK Way pedestrian and safety improvements project. One more. Yeah, so today I just have a quick project overview and recap of what we are doing and some of the next steps timelines for the project, and a little bit of a community engagement update and next steps for us at WashDOT. So just as a recap of our project, the plan is to build a new shared use path or mixed use path from 135th Street up to 57th Avenue on the north side of SR 900 with a buffer between the travel lanes and the shared use path, adding a new traffic signal at 133rd Street, and adding a new pedestrian-only crossing near the Creston Point Apartments. And next slide. And so part of this as well is 2 new planned bus stops for the King County Metro transit service. So these yellow ones are the existing bus stops, and the blue ones would be new ones that would be included as part of this project and serviced by King County Metro. So an update of the project timeline. Since we've spent the past year plus through this pre-design effort, figuring out like how we want to build the project, we are transitioning into design phase. So this upcoming summer, we'll still plan to have a few community engagement opportunities. Part of this project will have a new retaining wall near 133rd, and there's a potential for wall art to be a part of that, whether it's like a gateway sign, a mural, what have you. So that's something that we'll be looking to seek feedback from and input of like what that should be. And then later next winter, we plan to get like a substantial design of 60%. That's what we call it internally. Of like we largely know what the project should look like. We should have an idea of construction impacts that we can share with the community. And then in fall of 2028, it's a larger gap because there's a lot of permitting process that we'll have to go through for, obtaining like right-of-way permits or stormwater permits and other environmental ones. We plan to finish our design with all our documentation around that time and confirm our construction funding. And so construction funding has not yet been secured, but by that time, fall 2028, we should know and be able to advertise for construction. And our anticipated, if funding is secured, would be 2029 and 2030 for a construction timeline. So next steps for us, as I mentioned, we're moving into design and right-of-way acquisition for this project, seeking construction funding for the project, continued community engagement with you all here in the West Hills Skyway community, and providing project updates as we have them. And then, and so on that note, while we go through the design phase, there might not be an update every meeting here, but we would still plan to maintain a presence if there are questions that come up. With that, are there any questions for me? Sure.
Who is Washback getting permits from, and why does it take so long?
It's a part of our, it's largely like other agencies, like say, King County for environmental permits. There's also a part of the Environmental Protections Act looking at cultural resources, since there'll be a little bit of digging into the hillside at near 133rd. And then also, like if there's any temporary easements for like to help construction, like if we need to step on, like use someone's property temporarily for construction, that can take a little bit of process. Go ahead.
The two bus stops that you're adding, they seem to be quite close to your existing bus stops. So what makes you decide where to put the next bus stop?
So
Look on a map like they're pretty close to the old one, but I might be wrong.
they are about 1,100 feet, so just around a quarter of a mile apart, actually. And so initially there was a thought of like relocating the bus stops. The westbound one is near Cambridge Apartments today, and the eastbound one is near Preston Point Apartments. And so relocating one would have an adverse effect on either one of those communities. And King County Metro's minimum service is about 1,000 feet, so we're right at that minimum. So you're right, they are pretty close, but like they are within their guidelines.
But they still serve those two major buildings then?
Yep.
Okay.
It'll be both directions at both locations.
Okay. What bus route is that?
I think, yeah, I think 101 and 102. All right, and that's all I have. And I have flyers over on the table too, if anyone would like one.
All right. All right, thank you so much, Nick. Okay, so we actually finished fast this time. Give everyone a round of applause.
Thank you, Timer Joel.
Timer Joel, he's on it. So yeah, as a reminder of events, we do have a couple things. Again, we have our board meeting is going to be on the 13th of May. That is the second Wednesday of the month from 7 to 9 p.m. Juneteenth is going to be at Campbell Hill Elementary on June 13th from 3 to 7. We have Elijah Watt's Hands event as well. What day is that again? April 29th. That's the most recent one on Wednesday from 2 to 7.
And I forgot, if I didn't say it, it's 90s theme, so y'all.
It's 90s theme, so come dressed in neon. And of course, all of the VFW events that are happening weekly.
It's Saturday,
Yes.
April 25th at Skyway Park from
There
9
is.
to noon. I give it up, I'm giving it for you.
You can do it.
At least one time, right? Okay, Saturday, we're partnering up with King County Parks Volunteer Program. And we do our regular, has anybody been to any of our cleanups at Skyway Park yet? Yes? I know you're a veteran. Yes? Okay, so if you haven't yet, check out the King County Parks Volunteer Portal. They always add new events. And check out who follows us, by the way, on socials, email.
Yes.
Hey, okay, all right. Thank you, by the way. Thank you for doing that. We really appreciate that. Yeah, so we're going to be down at the park on Saturday. If you haven't registered yet, I think there's a few spots left. We can help you find that. If you haven't registered or you don't want to volunteer, you really don't want to pull out blackberries, that's okay. But they're going to have their stormwater teams, and Joanna's going to be down there, like she mentioned, with the free trees. So do a fun loop around the park, get some exercise and fresh air, and go, see the different booths that they're going to have there. Most importantly, though, I just want to say that we are all volunteers too. There is not one paid person on the entire Westfield Community Association. We sound like a homeowners association or some kind of chamber, but I promise you, we're a bunch of very tired community neighbors. And so we're doing this all, scraping together all the pennies we can find. We can't even find pennies anymore. And if you want to help, we are super glad to talk about that. You can always find one of us. You can check us out online. I saw a lot of people already know where to find us online. We always want to see your faces at all of our events. I don't care if we're making you pull blackberries or sitting in a chair and eating wings. We want to see you. This is what it's all about. We have to come together. Things are crazy right now.
Yep.
If we are not coming together in these spaces and learning and sharing and growing and connecting and being human, that's going to be really bad. Okay, so are y'all with me?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. But also go pick blackberries too.
Don't pick blackberries. Pick the blackberries to eat them.
Out of the ground.
All right, so that's the conclusion of today's meeting, and thank you all for all coming.
The
movies!
What's the next president, Jeremy?
Go and vote for the cinema movies.
We did not, yes, we do have voting for cinema. We were actually going to be.
Oh, do we have that note to share with everybody?
We do. We don't have the note.
I have a quick note.
I have a note. I know everyone's been asking about the bowling alley. I have a note. Let me pull it up. So if I was supposed to share this, I'll share it anyway because everyone wants to know. Let's see here. Give me 1 second. Let me get it for you.
Oh, and your text from me.
No, it wasn't text.
No, it wasn't text.
Is it from Darlene?
Oh.
Here it is. Regina sent us blurb and asked us to read. King County appreciates all the community interest in Skyway Park Bowl as a site for the Skyway Community Center. The blog post that the park shared via email was a little, what?
Premature.
Little premature. Oh, what's this one? Premature, you're distracting me. And we all had to pull it. We had to pull it. Our apologies for the confusion. We have an offer in at Skyway Park Bowl, and we are in the middle of due diligence and anticipate more news being available to Skyway community members later this week.
Stay tuned.
Please sign up for our newsletter and visit the project website for updates. Thanks, Darlene.
All right.
And then next up,
What about the US Bank building then?
so the US Bank building is the Skyway Resource Center. Yes. So it's a little different. So this is coming back. We are going to be at the King County Fire District Admin Building parking lot where the Health and Safety Fair is. And we have a lineup of movies for everyone to vote for. So scan the QR code, put your votes in, share it with your kids because they're probably going to vote because it's mostly kids' movies. But everyone's welcome to attend. So we'll provide more details, but as you can see, it's going to be August 7th, 14th, and the 21st. And we are renting a screen. We don't have a big brick wall this time, like we did at the Resource Center, but we will be talking about that in the future.
But it's good thing that we're at the fire station, right? Because we've got bigger space, it's safe, it's blocked, kids can run around. We'll have bouncy houses, food trucks, marching bands. Y'all,
We will have a full
phones out now, get your calendars. Block it.
block it all off.
Oh, yeah. I'll do popcorn with you.
All right, and
Thank
Marty's
you,
on
Margie.
popcorn.
And we do need volunteers for this because there is a lot going on. So please, if you guys have time, please do volunteer. We would love your help for that.
Sign up at the table up in front.
Anything else before I shut it down, Devin?
It's all right, come talk to us if you have any questions.
Talk to us if we have any questions. Thank you again for attending.